I believed I was always a public servant, not a public official. And I think that makes a difference. And when you're a public servant, that means you're there to serve the people that you asked to vote for you.
Former Nevada lawmaker Chris G., an educator here in our community in the past, putting pressure on the Clark County District Attorney to complete an investigation into a local school board member who she claims lives out of state. Thank you very much for joining us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Dana Wagner in for Jim tonight.
Yeah, and I'm Latoya Silman. This would be in violation of Nevada law, and Crisis in the Classroom investigative reporter Tiffany Lane is live in studio with what the DA's office is telling her.
Yeah, this has been an ongoing concern for many over the last few months. The DA's office told me in an email today that they're in the investigation process, but it should be completed in the very near future. Those were their words. Now, Chris Giunkiliani, a former Clark County commissioner who also taught in CCSD for several years, says an investigation should not take this long. She says each day that passes hurts the students and staff in CCSD.
Who's their advocate? They don't ever talk. I mean, it gets into a larger position there, but who is the advocate for the students and the schools and the parents and the principals in her district?
Chris Giunkiliani wrote 2 complaint letters to Clark County District Attorney Steve Wolfson in June and July, demanding an investigation after claiming CCSD trustee Katie Williams has been living out of state for several months now.
It's an equity and a representation issue. She's being paid with public tax dollars. If you're not really doing your job, then you shouldn't be being paid with public tax dollars.
State law requires 2 things. According to UNLV Boyd School of Law professor David Orentlicker, an elected official has to have actual and legal residence in the jurisdiction where they were elected. And for Williams, that would be Clark County District B. That includes parts of North Las Vegas, Mesquite, and Moapa Valley. Actual residence is where you sleep at night, and legal residence.
Where do you own a home or rent an apartment? Where do you work? Where's your driver's license? Where's your car registered? Where do you vote?
Williams has been visibly missing from several board meetings since the start of the year, leading several trustees to also send a letter to Wolfson weeks ago with the same claims about the trustee, whose seat is up for grabs in November. She is not running for re-election.
But is the district, in your opinion, liable for investigating as well?
Not only the district, the assigned district attorney that's been advising them internally.
Giunkiliani became involved because of frustrations with recent efforts to close Lundy Elementary School on Mount Charleston, where she often spends time at her second home. Williams represents that district where constituents say the trustee has been silent when it comes to their pleas to reopen the school that's been closed since Tropical Storm Hillary last summer.
Left messages, we emailed, I had the parents email, and nobody got any response from her. So then we got the parents got the letter about closing the school, and we're like, well, wait a minute, we need to talk to our trustee. They need to hear our side of it. And she never responded.
I reached out to Williams by email and phone.
Please leave your message for...
I'm waiting to hear back, and in the meantime, Giunkiliani says the clock is ticking for an answer into the investigation.
Do you think if we do find out that she has been living out of state, do you think there should be some legal ramifications?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You lied.
Now, if the DA's office finds that Williams does not reside in Clark County, she would have to vacate her seat. I also reached out to CCSD representatives for comment, and I'm waiting to hear back, but we know a lot of people have questions in this and concerns, so we will continue to follow up until we do get answers, and we will follow up on the final results of that investigation with the DA's office. Now, what do you think about this situation? You can scan that QR code on your screen or email schooltips@news3lv.com. You can also call 702-805-0489. Back to you.